Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Susie from Girl Gone Green, and I am so excited to share with you 10 products that I'm loving when it comes to just natural living and really making your life a little bit better in some way. So this is not just related to natural beauty, it's everything from my favorite coffee that I've been loving to some things that help my kids to a free download that can really change your life. So let's dive into all 10 things. Okay, if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe below, hit that red button, and then right next door, hit the bell notification so you'll be the first to know when I have a new video out. And of course, if you haven't joined my Facebook group, be sure to join Girl Gone Green Babes. We talk all things natural living all the time. And then come hang out and follow me on Instagram at Girl Gone Green, where I share all about natural living all the time as well. Okay, the first product that I'm gonna talk about today is coffee. So I am from Washington State, which, as most of you guys know, Seattle is like the mecca for all things coffee related. And finding a good coffee can be really hard, but finding a good coffee that's not only tastes good, but also is organic and really hits all the marks can be even harder. But with Purity Coffee, they have done all of it and more. So what I love about Purity is that, of course, it's organic. You want to make sure that you're always buying organic coffee because it's one of the highly sprayed crops out there. So you're going to get a ton of pesticides and residue if you're not buying organic. So make sure you buy organic. It's also way better for the environment too, because all that drainage isn't going into, the water systems and farms and all of that and contaminating other foods. So buying organic not only does so much for, your body, but also for the environment. And then think about the workers that are around all those pesticides too. So all in all, buy organic. It's so much better for everyone all around. This also has twice the amount of antioxidants than typical coffee has. They really source only defect-free beans, which really not only helps the flavor, but also you're not getting any sort of other bacteria or any sort of like coffee bean that might have something else on it. So one of the perks about Purity is that you're going to end up with twice the amount of antioxidants then because of that than other coffee, which is awesome because you're not only going to enjoy your cup of coffee like most people do, but you're also going to be getting a high nutrient load with it as well. Another thing too with their coffee is that it is mold and mycotoxin free, which basically means that you don't have to worry about drinking any sort of mold residue in your coffee in the morning. So I love that as well. Also, their decaf, which is what I drink, is Swiss water processed. So basically what that means is water is used in order to remove the caffeine versus chemicals, where most conventional brands, when you buy coffee, they're going to use chemicals to extract that caffeine, and you don't want that. So I love knowing they're Swiss water processed. Also, another thing too is that they they ship within 48 hours after roasting. So you're ensured that you're getting the freshest cup of coffee possible, which I love that too, because the flavor is amazing. That's one of the things that I found is sometimes you might get organic coffee, but the flavor's not there, or vice versa. But really with Purity Coffee, the flavor is so smooth. It's super rich. They have a deep roast, they have decaf, and sometimes they have a founder's blend. But I love the flavor of the coffee. The decaf is really rich and full-bodied compared to a lot of decaf that can kind of taste watered down and just not as strong. So if you like decaf, but you want a full kind of bodied flavor, this is a great one. I love it. They have this tagline that says basically 1% of coffee in the whole world meets their 5 criteria. And I think it's so true because it's really hard to find coffee that will hit all the marks, and Purity does it. So I really think it's basically the purest coffee you can buy on the market and the best cup of coffee. Not only are you going to like it because you just like coffee, but you're also going to be actually getting a ton of nutrients from the antioxidants as well, and not getting any of the toxins like mold or mycotoxins or other toxins that you might typically get in your cup of coffee. So check them out. I have a coupon code below that you guys can check out to get 10% off your order. Okay, the next thing that's up is broccoli sprouts. So my brother, my naturopathic doctor, he has been talking about broccoli sprouts forever. I mean, years and years. And I finally got on the train. I don't know what took me so long. I think I was kind of intimidated, to be honest. Can I do this? You guys, anyone can do this. It is so simple, so easy, and it yields such a high nutrient dense load of goodness that you want to make sure you start making broccoli sprouts ASAP. So I ordered the kit finally off of Sprout People, and they sell organic broccoli sprouts. You can also get other different kind of sprouts like alfalfa, but broccoli sprouts are just super nutrient dense. So I just went with the best ones right off the bat. Then they send you this container where you can start sprouting your seeds. And literally, like I say, it's so easy. You rinse the seeds, and then after you rinse them, you're going to make sure you get all the water off of them. And then you're just going to let them sit for like 8 to 12 hours, rinse them again. And you keep repeating this process for several days. And then eventually you'll just see these broccoli sprouts sprout out, and you're going to be able to tell when there's kind of like that dark leafy green, and you're going to want to eat them. They're so good too. They almost kind of have like a salt and pepper taste to me. They don't smell as bad as I thought they would either. But I just store them in my fridge then for a couple of days. You can store them for like 5 days. What makes broccoli sprouts so nutrient dense is that they're a really high source of sulforaphane. I hope I'm saying that right. Which is found in broccoli. But the thing is you would have to eat so much broccoli, like where you'd probably be sick, because broccoli sprouts have like 100 times more of this sulforaphane than just like broccoli on its own. So if you can imagine, like broccoli sprouts, you don't have to eat that much to get like the actual benefit. Whereas if you were eating just pounds of broccoli, you know, it might equal up to the amount that you would get from just having some broccoli sprouts on their own. And sulforaphane is so good because it's like a huge anti-cancer fighter. It's good for your brain. It's good for your bones. It basically does so much for your body. So you're going to want to like start pounding these like never before. And like I said, they're actually really, really tasty. And they kind of add like this different texture to your salads and just dishes in general. Like put them on top of eggs. And like I said, all you have to do is literally rinse them and then repeat that for several days, and you have broccoli sprouts. So I don't know why I was so intimidated for so long, because they're literally so easy to make. So check out Sprout People below. I'm going to be doing a giveaway with them here on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you're following me, because you're going to want to win their Sprout Kit. Okay, next up is Beauty Hero's March Discovery. Wow, I loved it, the March Discovery. So good. It's all about Free Plus True, which is their line that basically is about keeping things simple and just simplifying your skincare routine, which I'm all about. I fell so hard and in love with their Body Profit, which is like this serum moisturizer for your body. I put it on after I shower and my skin feels so amazing. I love the smell. It's not really like a strong smell like you might think, like, oh, it has essential oils and it really smells like bergamot or lime or something. No, it almost smells like lotion, just like regular lotion smell. I know that sounds weird, but like back in the day when you would just get, you know, lotion, it smells really good though. Like I can smell it sometimes when I'm sweating, or I like the smell a lot. And it just feels so good on your body. Like it melts into your body more. It's not like a cream that's going to leave your skin feeling kind of, not greasy, but like overly hydrated. This is a lot more like just a typical lotion, more of almost like a serum where it melts into your skin like a serum, but then it like absorbs like a gel. So that way you're not left with like this like sticky or tacky feeling at all. It just feels really smooth, really hydrated, really quickly. I can't recommend it enough. I love that it comes in this glass pump bottle. It's so easy to use. I've just been using it nonstop and I can't get enough. And I'm going to be sad when it's gone. And it also comes with the sidekick for the month, which is their Mama Pacha, which is their facial moisturizer. That's so good as well and perfect before makeup. It really hydrates. It's great after like an oil too, or a serum if you want a little more hydration. It just, yeah, the whole combo is amazing. And I'm also going to be giving away one of these. So if you haven't checked out Beauty Hero's box in general, you need to. They are like the it box of clean beauty. They do everything so well. And the products that they bring out are always just products that you you end up loving. So this is their March discovery though, so you want to hop on it before it's sold out because it was so good. Okay, next up, you guys have been waiting for this for so long. Well, not so long, but like a week or so. I've been like teasing you guys on Instagram. Okay, so this is the mascara I've been wearing and absolutely fallen in love with. It is Crunchy's new mascara, and literally it's everything. So here's the brush so you guys can kind of see what the brush looks like. The formula is very easy to apply. Like sometimes with mascara, I've noticed it takes a while to get that volume, the lift. You got to keep reapplying. This really instantly gives you that like volume lift, and it does everything from lengthen to volumize to thicken. It really just gives you that all around drama lash. So if you like mascara, you want it to look bold and beautiful, this is definitely going to be one of your favorites. It does it all. It's also vegan, and it comes in a glass container, which I love because it's really eco-friendly. No like plastic tubing or anything like that. I've never seen like a glass tube like this, which I just think is a really kind of a trend that probably we're going to see more of. And it's also really great for people who have sensitive eyes, the formula, probably even for like contact lens wearers. It also is resistant to water. So it's not water resistant, because if you have been around green beauty long enough, you know that there's no such thing really as water resistant mascara. Or waterproof mascara, because waterproof would mean that it has some chemicals in it, which you don't want near your eyes, blocking that water. But with this, a lot of mascaras in green beauty now that we're seeing are water resistant, which basically means that they're just going to help like repel water and not like have them necessarily like be draining all over your face, but they're not necessarily waterproof, like, if that makes sense. So yeah, I am super excited about this mascara. I cannot stop wearing it. If you guys can see a better look there. It's just my go-to. Like, I have been wearing it nonstop. I just feel like it's so easy to work with, so easy to apply, so easy to get that volume and lift that I want and not spend as much time like sitting there like trying to do my lashes. So definitely check it out. It's pretty good. Well, hello. Okay, so my next favorite thing that I'm loving right now is these Felix Gray blue light blocking glasses. So I've had blue light blocking glasses for several years, but they were always orange tinted, and I wanted to get a pair that were clear, you know, that just looked maybe like regular glasses and didn't make me look all orange and didn't make everything look all orange. So these ones are clear, so it looks a little bit better. They have a ton of different styles, and they're just a little bit more fashion forward and fashion conscious, which I love. So I wear these actually during the day when I'm on my computer a lot. I wear them at night too if I'm looking at my computer or on my phone. And really what the big deal is when it comes to blocking the blue light is that we're constantly looking at screens nowadays, right? Like whether it's your phone or an iPad, computer. And typically what happens is when the sun goes down, our body starts producing melatonin, which tells our body like, hey, it's time to get ready to go to bed, and like puts us in that state where we're ready to go to sleep. But the problem is that most of us are still looking at some sort of device and getting that blue light coming in. And so our systems get messed up and our body, you know, gets messed up. And so then our sleep's disrupted and we're having trouble sleeping and all of that. I highly recommend you get a pair if you work on the computer a lot, or if you're looking at a device a lot. Also put them on at night, like say after 7 p.m., put on your blue light blocking glasses if you're going to look at your phone, or if maybe you're going to watch TV, or just put these on so that way you're not messing up your system as much and you're able to kind of still get into that sleep mode when you want to at night. So I still think it's best to try to avoid devices like up an hour before bed, so you're really able to get that quality sleep. But if you do have to be on a device for whatever reason, like I highly recommend just getting a pair of these, and it will really help your eyes overall and just your body. So these are by Felix Gray though. I really love all their styles. They have some fun ones and different colors. So if you're looking for like a fashion conscious one, these are definitely it. I wanted to show you guys the case too. It comes with a really nice case. And then it also comes with a cleaning cloth, like a polishing cloth for the extra glass part. So Anyways, they are a little bit more expensive than maybe typical blue light blocking glasses, but I think it's a great investment, especially if you want to look like you're just wearing glasses. Okay, the next item that I have been loving and gushing over since we've had them for probably about a month now, are these bamboo bowls. So I was looking for some non-plastic, non-breakable bowls for my girls because they have broken a lot of glass bowls and we just didn't have really any sort of like bowls for them. And I wanted something though that didn't look super kid-like, that wasn't like hot pink or colored really, but just kind of fit with our decor still and was like a little bit more, I guess, minimal looking, classic looking. And so I found these on Amazon actually, and they're made of bamboo, which is super sustainable. And I love that they stack really easy. They are dishwasher safe, which makes it awesome. And they haven't stained. Like they've had so many different things in here, from like spaghetti sauce to like jam or just random things that might stain a little bit. And they haven't stained, which I've loved as well. And they haven't broken either. They've dropped them several times. So I'm really happy with these. We actually are wanting to do some open shelving in our kitchen. And I've kind of thought about, okay, like our dishes, you know, once we have the open shelving so that they look a little more uniform and everything looks simplistic. And I think these would still look really good because they just are kind of like a stark gray, super simple, and they would go with like our white bowls or whatever. So check them out. I'll leave a link below. I got them on Amazon. Okay, the next product is another Amazon find. It is this neon cactus coffee cup, and my husband and I are both obsessed with this. So I have literally been on the hunt for a like non-toxic coffee cup for so long. I can't tell you how many I've tried, and I just didn't like any until this one. So many factors of why I love this one. First, it's glass, so you're not getting that funky metal taste if you're using stainless. You don't have to worry about like stuff leaching in that's maybe, if it's made of ceramic. Ceramic can still leach a lot of heavy metals. So I love that. I love that it doesn't change the taste of the coffee. I also love that it has this like silicone sleeve, so that way my hands don't burn when I'm grabbing the cup. It's really easy to grip. This fits in most like car consoles. Like we have 2 different cars. It fits in both really nicely. We haven't had it spill at all when we've been driving. Like it's very sturdy. The lid stays on super securely. It's just silicone. There's no plastic or anything inside the lid. So you're not, drinking out of plastic either. And I love that it comes up because I think that really helps it not spill when you're out and about or when you're driving. So love the lid as well. Like I said, it's super secure. The lid is like not going anywhere. It looks kind of like it might be flimsy, but it's not. Once you put it on. And I just think the biggest thing is like the taste, because a lot of times I would have like a stainless steel coffee cup and it would just give this weird taste to the coffee, and my husband didn't like it. I didn't like it. And we're really big on making our coffee at home, mostly just because we know what's in our coffee and we like using purity coffee, of course. So this has been awesome because it just hits all those marks and they look really cool and chic. So this is obviously black, but they have gray ones. They have other colors too you can choose from. So if you don't want just black, you can definitely choose a color. But this is the neon cactus coffee cup, and I may just be giving one of these away. So stay tuned on my Instagram. If you don't follow me, make sure you're following along. Okay, and next up is my iPhone case. I actually have an iPad case that's the same. This is from Safe Sleeve. I absolutely love it. So it's an EMF blocking phone case. So what makes it so special is that it blocks 99% of RF radiation and then 92% of ELF radiation, which is really, really important, especially in the age we live in where we're constantly exposed to radiation in general from Wi-Fi signals. We're all digitally connected in some way. I just think it's one step you can take to eliminating, just a little bit of radiation. We're always by our phones, right? Like people always have it in their pocket or in their purse. They're talking on the phone. They use their phone for everything. And so I think it's one small step we can take to really help kind of cut that number down as far as the radiation that we're exposed to on a daily basis. So what you do is you put your phone in here, and then it comes with a card slot, which is kind of nice. And then when you put the flap over it, if you have this, say, against your arm or against your body in some way, it's going to redirect the radiation in the opposite direction. So it's not coming at your body, it's the other way. I highly recommend that if you do keep it in your pocket, that you have the flap against you so that you're not exposing yourself constantly to that radiation. Or if you're talking, for example, you put the flap over it and you talk like this. So that way the radiation is going out this way and the signal's coming out this way instead of towards your brain. As you probably know and you've heard, they've done multiple studies where they've shown how radiation damage happens as people are talking on their phone. You can even see it and feel it because of the heat. As I'm sure you've seen, they have done a lot of studies on radiation damage when people are talking on their phone like this. That's why it's super important to put this flap over when you are talking, or better yet, what I do is I actually just hit speakerphone and then I'll just have my phone set somewhere, or I'll be like going like this, because distance is one of your best friends when you are like trying to eliminate the radiation. Distance is one of the big things. So, and just reduce your exposure overall, but I can't recommend getting Safe Sleep enough. I really like their, phone cases, particularly because they're lab tested, for safety. And I also have like their iPad case, like I mentioned. They have laptop covers as well. So definitely check out all their products, but I can't recommend their phone cases enough. Okay, another thing that I wanted to mention is this new thing that my husband and I are loving, called the little Hippo. It's basically a alarm clock for your kids, for them to know like when it's time to go to bed and when it's time to get up. Really, why we love it so much is because we wanted something for them to know when it's time to get up in the morning. So I don't know about you, but we put our kids to bed like at the same time every night. And then in the morning, they would like sometimes get up at the same time, sometimes they wouldn't. And we just wanted them to get up at the same time. Like, we told them, we're like, we don't care if you wake up earlier, but you have to stay in your room. And it really didn't work until we got this device. So it's basically like an alarm clock, as you can see. And what it does is it will go off, like an alarm will go off when it's time for them to get up out of bed, and then the light will turn green. So they know it's like green, go, means you can get up and go for the day. And it's worked. My daughter has literally stayed in bed until the alarm goes off or it turns green, and she knows like, okay, it's time for me. I can get out of bed now. And we have like a little bin of toys she can play with in there during like her wake time. If she wakes up before it's time to get out of bed, she knows she can make her bed, she can get dressed, like her clothes are put out from the night before. So it's like one less thing. We just know like she's going to be in there till 7:30. And so then we have like our time in the morning. I am able to get ready and kind of get everything going before, my kids are just randomly getting up all hours of, the day. So I think it's so awesome. I'm a huge proponent. They even have like signals where it'll tell you like yellow, meaning like it's almost time to get up, but it's not quite. And then like red, meaning like it's time to go to bed. So I just think it's a good tool for your kids to kind of get in the habit of like, okay, we're going to be in our beds till this time. And then, we can get up when it's time to get up. So if you are a mom and you've been looking for something like that, I highly recommend it. I think it's a great tool, and it's really worked for us. So check it out. Okay, my last thing, it's actually a digital thing that I created just for you guys, and I'm so excited. I announced it last Saturday, but if you haven't snagged it yet, make sure you get it. It's my 10 tips, my 10 ways, 10 things to detox your home for free. So I hear it so often. People are like, it's so expensive to, live out a natural lifestyle, or it costs more money. And people really wanted to detox their home. So I actually created this worksheet. It's a free download that you can download. I'll leave the link below, where it walks you through exactly how to detox your home for free. Like, you don't have to spend a dime. And if you do these tips, you guys, I promise your house is going to be so much more of a toxin-free, just, living a lot healthier in general, if you go by these tips. And like I said, it's not going to cost you a penny. So download the free worksheet. I hope you really enjoy this. I spent a good amount of time just working on it for you guys and making sure it was something that would be a really good resource and something you could easily implement starting today. So you don't have to wait. You don't have to buy something. All you have to do is download the worksheet and you'll be good to go. So I'll leave a link to download it below. and you can find links to all the products as well. And as I mentioned, I'm going to be doing some giveaways with all these products, so I can't wait to show you guys and have you check them out. So be sure to follow me on Instagram @GirlGoneGreen. Okay, that's it for me today. Let me know how you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment telling me what you liked. If you have questions, let me know. Happy to help. Hope you guys are staying safe during this coronavirus, and I hope this was a little bit of a bright spot